Yes, yes, people. Back again. Let's start in a couple minutes. Still only one person in. I wonder who that is. This house is fucking cold, I'm telling you. And imagine, there's people out here who cannot afford to turn their heating on. Madness. I mean, I don't even see the point of turning the fucking heating on in this house, but I can afford to. It's people who, if they wanted to, they couldn't. But again, they put themselves in that position because somewhere along the line, they weren't working hard enough. You know what? If no one else comes in this live stream, I'm fucking going. I'm not sitting in front of a camera talking to myself. No, I usually do, but I'll give it 5 minutes. If no one else comes in, I'm gone. Yes, man, like Tonio. I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Press one if you saw that video I made about the man that crashed into the police station about 3, 4 nights ago. Yes, Nadia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, let me know, Tony, if you saw that video that I made about. It's called the Edmonton Terminator. Press one or something. And if he ain't, then I'll just explain it anyway. But anyway, cause I know Nadia has not seen that video, so obviously a few nights ago, I picked up my brethren and I said, "Come, fuck it, we'll go Krispy Kreme." So we went down to Krispy Kreme in Enfield during happy hour. Done no one free donut, you know. And while she was in the car park, now imagine it's supposed to be locked down, it's supposed to be essential shops open only, but fucking Krispy Kreme is open and you can walk inside, you know. There's me thinking, oh, you have seen it. Oh, all right. I thought you ain't seen it. I'll chat to you about that later anyway. Um, there's me thinking that it was a drive through only. So obviously we're stuck in the drive through for like half an hour, you know. Like there's only about 5 or 6 cars in front of us, but we're stuck in the drive through. Tell her that there's probably about 7 or 8 cars in front of us. Stuck in the drive through. Anyway, I tried to order the original glaze so I can get a free donut as well. And they said, oh, you can't get a free donut at the drive-through window. You have to go inside. And I didn't even realize. Anyway, boom, I got inside, boom, got the donut, boom. Jumped back in the car and I thought, let me get a cheeseburger quickly before I leave the Krispy Kreme car park. Whilst they're getting a cheeseburger, my friend's girlfriend calls him and said, "When you lot come back to the ends, you lot have to find the next route because they blocked the road because someone's drove into the fucking police station." So I think to myself, like my friend's repeating what his girlfriend says. So I thought he was joking, innit? I'm like, bum. Anyway, he said, nah, for real talk. And apparently he tried to set the thing on fire. I'm like, rah. And then obviously I got home or whatever. And to be fair, I couldn't even drive towards my estate. I had to park my car around the corner. And then at like 6 in the morning, well, about 5:30 in the morning, I went and collected my car after I'd done my thing in the park. So, but yeah, so I made a follow-up video, basically talking about never make decisions in anger, because it'll cost you dearly. And there's a lot of people in jail because of it. Gal as well. A lot of men are in jail for flying off the handle. Certain men are in jail because a man stepped on his trainers in a dance and a man has not said sorry the way he wanted him to say sorry, and he stabbed a man, and then that's it. Not just the two lives is ruined as well. So it's not just the victim, not just the assailant, but both the assailant's family and both the victim's family is going to be affected by a man's impulsiveness, a man's flying off the handle. That fucking dog, I tell you. I think I might need to get some horse tranquilizer for this dog, But yeah, so there's a lot of people in jail and that for flying off the handle and that. Where I'm telling you, like obviously I've been in positions before as well. Obviously, I said it in the video where like I've had people say stuff to me like they want to take my key away from me for the community center where I got my vending machine. I wanted to fly off the handle about it, but I didn't. Instead, I did. I thought, fuck it. I've got the energy. Let me turn this into something positive so that at least one person can see that video and think, fuck it. Let me not fly off the handle next time, whatever. So I made a video about it, and I was vexed because I saw it as a disrespect. And furthermore, the worst thing is as well, I got it wrong. They didn't want to take the key off me because they thought I was making videos in the community center. I came to find out afterwards they wanted to take the key and the fob off of me because they needed to give it to someone who needed it more than me. Someone who was frequenting at the youth center, at the community center more than me. So imagine, I would have flew off the handle, blasted someone, so fucked up a relationship with the, with the people then, and then lost money as well. All because I flew off the handle, all because I assumed something, all because I didn't pre the situation, all because I acted out in emotion. You can't do it. It's just not smart. I mean, I said in the video as well, if someone steps to me, oh, there gonna be some emotions. I'm not having it. I'm not having no one disrespect me. If someone's up in my face, oh, there's gonna be some emotions or whatever. But other than that, I'm not having no one step to me. It's just not happening. I don't give a fuck. I've been fired from jobs for, flying off the handle or whatever because a man said something I don't like. But again, that weren't me acting out in emotion because I would not have got a good night's rest if I allowed that person to. I had a manager tell me shut up or something like that, and I flew off the handle. But I'm not having no one tell me shut up. So whether it was, it wasn't even a case of acting out in emotion. A 2 weeks later, I would have still had said the same thing. So it wasn't even me acting out in emotion. I'm not having no one disrespect me. No fucking way. If I went home that night, I wouldn't have had a good night's sleep, knowing that a man disrespected me. Some people would just be lucky to keep their job. Me, I don't give a fuck. My self-respect is worth more than any pound sterling. I don't give a fuck. I'm not having no one disrespect me. So yeah, a lot of people, they just fly off the handle and they end up, getting themselves locked up. I mean, like, yeah, a man was fined 10 grand or something like that because I heard rumors that he was open past lockdown hours. So he was fined 10 grand. Then decided to take his grievance out on the police station. But what was that going to solve? Did he think they was going to say, oh, you drove into the police station and you tried to set the police station alight, so for that, you don't have to pay the £10,000 fine. When in reality, you're going to get slapped with the charges and then you're still going to have to pay the fine. They ain't going to just say, oh, okay, well, because you tried to, because you crashed into the police station and you tried to burn down the police station, we're going to send you to jail, but you don't have to pay the fine. No, you get that and you get this too. So I don't know. Obviously, he weren't thinking, but that video needed to be made because there's a lot of people in jail right now for just flying off the handle. So again, I'm guilty of that, and yeah, certain time it's good to have certain men around you because I said in that video, I'm talking about I want to do this and do that to an ex man, and a man said, "What about your mum?" Yeah, he was right. What about your mum? How's your mum gonna feel when you're in prison? So, yeah, man, it's good to have people around you. If I think the way to not fly off the handle as well is when something happens, you can't be too responsive to it. I think that's one of the major things. People have asked you before, like, how do you control your emotions and stuff? And I think maybe it's just you can't be too responsive to everything. Like someone might say something to you, especially like over text as well. Someone might say something to you over text. You can't be too responsive. Like me, I'm the type of man, certain times someone might say something to me over text that I don't like. I don't know on it, like I can't really give you a specific situation in it yet, but I'll be like, all right, yeah, cool. They're not saying anything like disrespectful to me, like fuck you or whatever. They're gonna be a response there. Oh, they're gonna be some emotions there. Don't get it twisted. But someone might say something to me that I don't like, or I don't know, I'm presented with a situation. And before I fly off the handle and fuck things up and make it worse, I think to myself, all right, cool. Let me not even respond to it, and let me think about it for a few hours, and then go back to it and respond. So maybe that's how people should be with certain situations where it's easier over text. I mean, if something's presenting with you, if someone's presenting to you, just think about the fucking consequences, man. I don't know. If I mash up this person, I'm gonna be in a jail. Is it worth it? The guy that's in jail now, he's like 45 years old. I saw it in the newspaper, news article. If you're 45 years old, you must have bust one nut and breed up one girl, so you have pitney. So you ain't bringing no money in to provide for your children because you're in jail. The kids them don't have a father around to look after them. All because a man fly off the handle. And I mean, like with that, I don't know how fines work. It's like I've never been hit with a hefty fine before. Touch fucking wood, yeah. Touch wood. I ain't been hit with no hefty fine before, but I'm hoping that he could have, well, for the next person or something like that, there could have been some payment thing set up where he pays £100 a month or £200 a month. Instead of fucking having to pay the 10 grand back in one full whack, because that's a fucking lot of money to have to pay back at once to not get anything back from it. Like, no. So I can imagine, I think like, come on, I was even saying to my mom, what he should have done was like, I'm not saying, guys, don't get it twisted, yeah, don't do this. Don't do this, yeah. But I mean, like, he would have been better off. Guys, don't do this. Don't do this, yeah. Don't want anyone to use this video. Don't worry, I got the full version of this video. Kind of. Some people try to set me up and say, oh, JY said to do this, so this is why I mash up the police. Then no. But I mean, if the police came in the restaurant or the cafe, I think it was a cafe the man owned, and said, yeah, boom, we're gonna slap you with a 10 grand fine. Again, don't do this, guys. Don't try it, yeah. But if he just fisted up the police, yeah, if he just lashed out, maybe threw a table at them or threw a cup of cold tea at them or something like that, or try to fist up the police, he would have been better off. He would have been better off doing that. He would have been better off doing that. What, AY London. He would have been better off doing that. Yeah, fisting up the police. I'm not saying for the fifth time I've said this, yeah, don't fist up no police or nothing like that. But I'm saying that's a better alternative than getting a car and driving it through the police station to go and set the thing alight. If he just fist up the police, I'm not saying assault charge is minor, but boy, he won't be sitting in jail for as long as he will be now anyway. Cause imagine the charges. They're going to slap him with all this and that. Over what? No, man, what a waste of fucking life. At 45, you should be getting ready for retirement soon. Now he getting ready for jail. All because of impulsive actions. So yeah, I had to definitely make that video card. Hopefully I save one person from going to jail, because that could happen to me on many occasions and that. And then, let me read, because obviously there's certain people that can't see what I'm going to talk about. Well, see what I'm going to show. So basically, I'm in this group called Straight Out Edmonton, yeah? So all of us Edmontonians, we're in this Facebook group. Even Quincy's in it as well. You don't know Quincy, yeah? I'm sure Quincy's in it. So anyway, boom. So I was lying in bed earlier and I thought to myself, well, this video is related to Edmonton. I might as well just share it into the group. Now, since I've been in this group, I've only shared one of my videos and that got removed. And since then, I just post stuff relating to Edmonton and stuff like that. And so I'm not there to spam the group or nothing like that. So I thought to myself, you know what, should I share this video to the group? I might as well. Then I thought, it's going to be bad. People just chatting shit. I was like, you know what? I'm Jay Wise. Fuck what anyone thinks. So yeah, I posted the video on that. And a couple people liked it and that. And you always get one fucking idiot. Like, a man is white. Apparently, the guy was Polish, but a man is not black, right? Who gives a fuck what color skin he is? Yeah? A man has done some maniac business, and get me, he's done whatever he's done and that. Comment on the man's actions, whatever. Some fucking idiot decides to say, this is under the comment section of this video, yeah, that I posted. As far as I'm aware, the man that did it was not black. He knew he would survive when they arrested him, and he acted out of emotion because he was fined 10,000. Like, who gives a fuck what color the skin? This is what I mean about certain people. Like, no one's talking about. We're just talking about Edmonton and a man crashing a car into the police station. What the fuck has that got to do with the man's color? Nobody cares. But anyway, I'll show you lot. Yeah. Hopefully you can. Yeah. Obviously, I blanked out the guy's name in it because I don't want to expose this fucking idiot. But yeah, the man's put, as far as I'm aware, the man that did it was not black or whatever. He knew he would survive or whatever when they arrested him. Bullshit. What the fuck's that got to do with anything? A man can't, like, anything that happens on TV, automatically or whatever, innit? Yeah, a man is pulling the race card and that. What? This is the mentality of these people, you know. This is why certain black people will never get anywhere in life, because all they think about is, what color skin someone is. God, it's just dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's just stupid. But yeah, on a serious note, I won't be live streaming for a long time today. Maybe an hour and a half tops. Because I thought I'd just make this video. We'll just do this live stream for a little while. And talking about prison as well. So I saw a post on social media, and one rapper was in jail, and apparently he was getting some girl to smuggle drugs into the prison for him, innit? Now, I don't know when this happened or whatever, but apparently she got caught or whatever, and obviously she's a single mom, so now social services took her child or whatever. Apparently people are saying that the rapper should help the girl and that, like, who's at fault and all that. So it was on this channel that I watch, that I follow, called Blue Channel. Go and check out Blue Channel on Instagram. Yeah? The guy who posted it, Blue Channel, he asked for opinions and that. Me, I was the first man to comment on that fucking post, because they were asking who's at fault for the girl going to prison, and should he help the girl? Should he help look after the kid because the girl's in prison? No. You know why? Because it's the girl's fucking fault. If you have a child and you are smuggling drugs into a prison for a man, you do not deserve, you are not fit to be a parent. So that child is better off without that mum. Point blank, period. How the fuck are you're a single mum. I don't give a fuck if you got fucking 10 baby dads or whatever. You're a single mum, you're a parent. How the fuck you smuggling drugs into a prison and thinking that you're just going to get away with it? Like, even if you know there's a high possibility that you're going to get away with it, why are you taking that risk? It's irresponsible. That's what I mean. This is why these young people cannot have kids. And you know what? Furthermore, it's not even just young people. People of all types. Some people are just fucking stupid. You think I'm going to have a child and be smuggling drugs, getting up to all this bullshit and foolishness, and then if I get caught, then my child might not know? And you know, I know people. I know parents, they sell drugs from their house and they think it's okay. They think it's okay to sell drugs from their house. You might get the wrong people turning up at your house. If you're lucky, it's the police. If you're unlucky, it's gonna be man them looking to rob your car. But people don't think that. Like, if man them are coming to the house, they're not knocking on the door like Christmas carols and shit like that. They're booting off your door. Man are backing out, man are pulling out. Yeah, man are tying up people, whatever in it. And it's not gonna be a nice environment. But you're gonna do that, you're gonna put your family at risk solely because you want to make extra money, because you're too lazy. You was too lazy in the past to get educated so you can make a decent amount of money. And then if their yard gets raided, and if man them run up in the yard and tie man up and do all kind of fuckery and that, they're gonna blame the man. They're gonna blame, oh, why did man come into the yard and they ain't got no heart because there's kids and that. Bro, fuck them. You have attracted that trouble to your house. Just like the Broadwater Farm riots. A man's door got licked off. The police have ran in the house. A man's mum's passed away. And everyone automatically, blame it on the police, blame it on the police. Hold on a minute. Why did the police turn up to the house? Because they didn't turn up because the guy was preaching on the streets about being a Jehovah's Witness, or the man was saving children in Africa. They came to the yard because he was getting involved in the stuff he wasn't supposed to get involved in. That's why they came to the house. That's why his mom ended up dying. Yeah, the police might have, I don't know what they did. Maybe they did beat up his mom. Maybe they did trample all over her. I don't know. But whatever they did, forget about that. Why did they come in the first place? Now, I made references to this in a video that I made talking about the Broadwater Farm riots and that. The police licked off my door when I was in jail back in 2011 because they were looking for things that they didn't fucking find somehow. My mum was pregnant with my little sister. She was about to give birth. It was about 2 weeks before, and the police ran up in the yard. Imagine my mum had a heart attack, or my mum had some complications with the birth because she was terrified. Or imagine my mum was about to collect some post through the door that had been sitting in the door flat for a couple of hours, and then she realized, right, there's 1, 2 letters there in it. As she's gone to grab the post, bam, the door's come off. You don't know, stuff like that could happen. You could just be unlucky to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Imagine they licked off the door. That would have been my fault. Because my dodgy dealings brought and attracted the police to my house. Although I weren't there, it don't matter. They came to look for stuff, they just didn't find it. Which I'm glad for, car. I would have got arrested. I would have, yeah. When I came out on the 19th of August, I wouldn't have, I wouldn't have came out on the 19th of August. They would have arrested me whilst I was in prison, taken me to a police station, interviewed me, and then send my ass back to HMP ISIS. All for foolishness. So yeah, these are the things that people need to consider when they're doing crime and that. Okay, it's not just you that's going to get affected. Other people are going to get affected by your actions. I've even been in a police chase with my ex-girlfriend on the back. And like the policeman said, when you're getting chased by the police and there's 2 people on a motorbike, if they get hit into by a car, it's always the passenger that comes off worse. You don't know. Could have got licked off the bike. She could have ended up dead. And I just have a fractured collarbone and that. Always the way. Always the way. And imagine that I would have ducked out from the police, get chased by the police, get myself involved in an accident just because I didn't have a license. So a girl could end up dead, I could end up injured or dead as well. I would have been on a driving ban. I could have been sent to prison as well. Well, if the girl ended up dead, definitely would have been in jail. There's no question about it. Your dangerous, reckless riding has resulted in someone's death. You're going to jail. Imagine that. I could have been in jail for 10 years just for fleeing from the police just because I didn't have a license. And I believed them when they said to me, we would have just told you to go straight home. We don't want to see you for the rest of the day. We're going to circle the area, see you, then we're taking you off the back. And I believe them when they said that. Cause trust me, the police them is reasonable. They're not as bad as everyone makes them out to be, man. They're reasonable with you if you're reasonable with them. Now, obviously, if you're walking around around town with a machete and that, then obviously you're gonna get what's coming to you. But if you're not, it's a minor offence and you're not breaking the law severely. If you talk to the police properly, more time they'll let you off. Happens to me all the time. All the time. I'm telling you, I got a fucking charm, you know. I can charm the police, man. Get away with anything. Well, within reason. I ain't gonna walk down the road with a tool and expect to get away with it. But yeah. And even that, talking about that with the guy, the girl smuggling drugs into the prison for the guy. Like, do you know how many girls there are in jail right now in female prisons? I even went past one the other day, HMP Holloway, in Holloway, N7, North London. You know how many girls there are in jail right now who are not like that? Gal in jail who are not like that. I know older people who have gone to jail for fraud. They're not like that. Like they don't have that stench of a criminal. They're not a criminal. They just got involved in criminal activity. There's a difference. That don't make them innocent, but they're not a criminal like that. Older gal, they got involved in criminal activity. The police was after her, should I say. They had to flee to our next country because some people think like if they flee to another country, they go back home and they lay low for a year, that when they come back, the police is going to forget about them. And how stupid is that? Anyway, boom. Came back after a year or so, bam. Got slapped in prison. Maybe not a long time. Maybe 6 months or something like that. Well, that's long, but it's not that long. But this person's got a kid doing fraud for an ex-man. You know how many girls are in jail for gun charges? Because what man them do in the ends is they don't keep straps in their house. They might have some little beanie around the corner and then, just park off the gun underneath your bed. Now, I'm not saying I did that, but I know girls who, I know that girl has a gun not now, because I don't want the police to come and arrest me and try and strangle me and force me to be, no. Back in the day, I know that girl has a gun somewhere, maybe under her bed, maybe in her back garden, but I know she has a gun because of who her boyfriend is or because of who she flexes with. You know how many girls are in jail right now for gun charges? It's not even their gun. You meet these girls who go to jail, you can tell these girls are not like that. Like they live in the ends, they talk a bit of slang, they're into the urban culture, but they're not criminals, they're not bad, they're not like the actual bad girls that go out and rob people and do crime and are actually gang members themselves. They're just normal girls. They're just normal girls. Like I know girls, they've been involved in growing weed in their house and that. They could have been in jail. Lucky they didn't get caught. Again, if you're getting involved in criminal activity and you're not like that, you ain't like tough, you ain't hard body. When you go to jail, bruv, jail's gonna be a fucking living nightmare for you. That's what I'm saying. Like, them man that do fraud and that, them man that sell weed and that, whatever, and they're not like that. They ain't like hard body, they ain't tough like that on the road. A lot of them man there, they won't be able to handle jail car. They're not like that. That's why I was all right. I was cool when I was going to jail because I know I'm down, man. I fist man up and that. So I'm all right. No one's gonna be able to try to offer me a one-on-one. I ain't gonna back down from no one. Innit? But certain man who they're not like that, boy, they're going, boy, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. Sorry for them. But there are bare chicks in jail who are not like that, smuggling drugs in for fucking police officers and even some of the fucking prison guards smuggle drugs in for the fucking prisoners. This is in the UK, you know. I'm talking about, this is not American shit. This is in the UK, you know. Prison guards smuggling drugs in for the prisoners. Prison guards fucking prisoners. This is something sound like some American shit. This happens in the UK. Even that, you get caught sleeping with a fucking prisoner, you're gonna lose your job. It's just not worth it, man. Not worth it. And gal are dumb as well. Like, a girl will literally hold a gun for a man, not get paid no money, you know, but she'll do it because he's like that, you know. Because gal just move off emotion and that. They'll do. That's the one thing about girls, boy. I'm not even gonna lie, boy. If you get their heart, boy, you get their soul, you control them, you get them to do whatever the fuck you want. Literally. Literally, they will smuggle drugs into a prison for a guy. They will do anything. They will go to Timbuktu for you. Do anything. Yeah, man, it's foolishness, man. You think, like, I remember one time I even went to I went on holiday with one guy before, innit? And I don't even chat to him no more as well. Like, I spoke about it in the video, and I'll tell you about that in a sec. But anyway, my grandmother said to me, never carry anything for anyone abroad. Nothing, literally nothing. And I've always listened to my grandmother, you know, to the point I went to the man's house. I picked him up, car was driving, he weren't driving. I picked him up and he said, oh, I ain't got that much space in my bag. Can you, or I think he said something like, he's only taken hand luggage, so he couldn't bring any liquids with him. That was it. The man was using hand luggage only, carrying hand luggage only, because hand luggage is free. So he had like some men's aftershave or whatever. And so he said, look, I've got this men's aftershave, but I can't carry it with my hand luggage because the liquid is over 50 mils. And you know, on the planes and that you only allowed a certain amount of milliliters or whatever. Maybe it was 100 mil and your maximum is 50 mil or something like that. He said, oh, can you carry it for me? Innit? I said, no. No, I'm not carrying nothing for no one. I listen to my grandmother, you know. I'm not carrying nothing. My grandma told me, when you're on holiday, don't carry nothing for nobody. And my mother said this as well. Don't carry nothing for nobody. Don't let anyone pack your bag as well. Put a lock on your bag at all times. Now, I kind of violated that one. I didn't have a lock on my bag at all times. But I'm not carrying nothing for nobody. I'm not carrying. What go on, Brandon? We saying? I'll get to that in a sec. Yeah, I'm not carrying no. I ain't carrying nothing for nobody. As awkward as it seems, yeah. If we fall out, cool. I don't give a fuck. Because I watched that program, Banged Up Abroad. Blood, it's not fucking nice. I seen them man there. Like, we were going. Where were we going? We were going Prague, I think. He was going Prague or was going Dubai, one of the two, because we went 2 holidays back to back. As awkward as it seems, but I'm not getting locked up in a foreign man prison. I'm not getting locked up in no prison, let alone a foreign man prison. I'm not carrying nothing for no one, innit? So he had to go back and put it back. Because I wouldn't ask him to carry nothing for me. Yeah, man, I've been good, man. I've been good still. But yeah, so my man there, I don't even chat to him no more because if you lot seen the video at the end, I said, what was it about? Something about, yeah, man acting out of emotion. I made a video talking about Black Lives Matter. Didn't make no reference to him. Didn't talk about him. Didn't diss him in the video. This is man that I know. Man that whose house I've been to. Man that I talk to on the phone now and then or whatever. Cause I don't really chat to people on the phone. But man that I text and he texts me or whatever. Man that I've been on holiday with. Man that know me like that. Not just someone that I met one time and they're on my YouTube channel. No, someone that I know properly. Know a man's mother. I made a video that pissed him off. Ain't got nothing to do with him. It pissed him off. Yeah, I get it. I watch things that annoy me. Cool. But a man has taken upon himself to leave a fat scroll of a comment on my video. Talking about, you made this video for the sake of making videos. I'm disappointed in you. But I took that as a fucking disrespect. Straight up disrespect. I didn't even respond. I didn't even comment. I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? And I know it was mad. I know it was a disrespect because someone I know sent me a screenshot out of the blue and said, where I going for your mad subscriber? And I said, bro, you know that's supposed to be my brethren, you know? Then I was talking to someone else and I mentioned, someone was talking mad on one of my videos and they said, I know the one you're talking about. And it weren't like it was the video that was just released. It was like the second or third from last video that was released. I'm like, a situation like that, if you know me personally and I say something that you don't like in the video, you don't need to put a comment on the video. Phone me, text me. We having some cyberspace fucking argument or debate like when you know a man. No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Not having that. That's a disrespect. That's a disrespect. Like when you have a disagreement, like for me, I'm an upfront and open person, you know. But there's certain times when you have a disagreement with someone, you're supposed to do it behind closed doors. Like this shouldn't even happen anyway between a man and a woman. But like, say for example, they're in a restaurant or something and they can't make their mind up about something or whatever. They shouldn't even be going back and forth. Like, I'm not saying they're having an argument, but they shouldn't even be having a disagreement like that out in the open. Because for me, when I see a man and a woman out in the open and they're having like a disagreement, I automatically look and I think to myself, well, that guy is not wearing the trousers. He's not leading. Because even if, the way I see it, even if I'm making a dumb decision, not life-threatening, but even if I'm making an incorrect decision, I just expect the woman to just follow me. That's just how I am. I expect the woman to just follow me. No matter, it don't matter. Obviously, if it's life-threatening and it's fucking dangerous, that's different, isn't it? But even if she don't agree with it, let me put this a different way. Even if she don't agree with what I'm doing or whatever, just follow me. I'm the man. If you don't like it, then take yourself somewhere else. Been in Taekwondo. We're all in class. I'm a black belt. Everyone else is black belt. The instructor obviously is a black belt. But not every instructor knows everything. Cool. An instructor's telling us to do a certain technique and it's not quite 100% right what he's saying, but me, I keep my mouth shut. You've got a man taking the class. He's supposed to be the leader. We're supposed to be following him. If I see a man doing something that's not quite right, I shut my mouth. I know when to address the situation. No, some other fucking idiot decide, oh, sir, that's wrong. No, that's incorrect. I thought to myself, how dare you pull up a man in front of everyone in the class and tell him what he's telling all the students is wrong? Me, I would have waited until he finished and then, oh, sir, this is how you really do it, or whatever. You're undermining him. That's the fucking word. When I see girls doing stuff with their boyfriend, like trying to disagree with them out in public, it's almost like they're trying to undermine him. They're trying to undermine the man. I've been in Tesco's, you know. I've been in Tesco's. I've been at the fucking queue, at the fucking till. I'm going to purchase, obviously, some groceries or whatever, any. And I say to the people, then, can I have 2 bags? And a girl said to me, are you sure you need 2 bags? Yes, I'm fucking sure I need 2 bags. I'm a blast club black man, yeah. I'm a grown ass man. Don't ask me if I'm sure I need 2 bags or not. I'm sure. Are you sure you need 2 bags? Yeah, I'm sure. Do I look like a man who's not sure? Yeah. Sure. So yeah, when I see people disagreeing in public, and now when I see girls disagree with a man in public, or anyone disagree with someone in public, like in certain situations, it just looks like you're trying to undermine the person. That's a disrespect. That's a disrespect. Me, like I read into everything. Like I take everything as disrespect. I don't let nothing slide. Really, I honestly, it's not being sensitive or nothing like that. But I read into everything. I take everything as a, I don't let things slide or nothing like that. This is why, like me, I always fall out with a lot of managers and at work because I don't let things slide like that. Like there's people that I know, they're like, oh, I'd never get into any altercations with managers and stuff like that. If I was a fly on the wall in that room, I could observe some mannerisms towards you that I would not have. I can guarantee. Because I've seen people at work. I remember when I was at that community centre in Islington, there's like an office, like a reception in there, and there's girls that work in there. And there was one of the managers who's not based there. He came in and he was standing too close for comfort besides this black girl. Now, it don't matter what color the race the people them is, but I'm just going to say how it is. It was a white man. It don't matter what color person is, but this white guy, older man, 40, 50, 60, the man's standing over this girl. He's standing, like basically, I'm telling you, his dick was on her elbow, wasn't it? Literally. Yeah. He's standing up, he was quite tall as well, and she's sitting down. He's standing so close to her, innit? Like, it was so close, I wanted to say, blood, move away from the girl. He was standing that close. But you know what? Don't back no one that don't back themselves. If she ain't got the balls to say, look, ease up, yeah, then fuck it. Why am I talking for someone else? Situation like that, see, some people, they won't say nothing. That's a disrespect. Why is a fucking man standing so close to a fucking female like that? Like, furthermore, anyone, but he was standing too close to comfort. And I could see it was kind of bothering her, but she didn't say nothing. I've been in the fucking in the Santander Bank, and I've seen a man's manager cough next to his face, and the guy ain't said nothing. Then there's people out here telling me that they don't get into know. And there's people out here telling me that they don't get into no situations with their managers and that. Yeah, because they're not addressing the situations. Oh my God, this guy, the one, oh my days. So this guy's message that I showed to the screen. He's responded back saying, obviously, he's stating my government name. He's like, absolutely right. He would have been shot had he been black. They instantly would have said they thought he was a terrorist. I'm like, I don't know. I'll bring you lot with me though, 'cause I need to take out this chicken quickly. I know you can't go 1 minute without. Why the fuck? Oh. The only one that I had to step out of the way, because when the oven's hot and a man fucking opens the fucking the oven door, all this fucking heat comes out and that. So yeah, I don't want to get my eyebrows and that singed off. So right now I'm just cooking the whole chicken, so it's been on for an hour and 20 minutes. Okay. Might be a bit too, it's gonna be too bright. Change position. So you're not gonna come around for dinner tonight? Certain man gonna be eating some corned beef and that. Some Brock people food. Nadia mentioned something about bully beef the other day. Listen, Nadia, I asked my mum about that. I'm sure my mum said bully beef is like salted beef or something like that. I'm sure, yeah, because I asked her if it's corned beef and she said no. I don't know, maybe she got it wrong, but I'm sure she told me it was called like it's salted beef or whatever, and it's not corned beef because I thought it was corned beef, but it's not. So I'm not. Yeah, this chicken's gonna be bad still. And yeah, shout out to Dada because she taught me how to cook a few meals. So. So a man said, what's my thoughts on non or no premarital sex? Bruh, I would never get involved in that, blood. If I meet a girl, say like, yeah, I met a girl and she was like, yeah, I don't believe in sex before marriage. I don't do sex before marriage. Well, then this date is over. What am I doing here? Seriously, if I met a girl and like I was completely sure, like 100% sure that she don't get involved in sex before marriage, fuck it. You're basically being her friend. I ain't out to be no girl's friend. Listen, me, I'm the type of man, boy. If I'm not scoring on the first date, boy, I'm looking to get the fuck out of there. I ain't not got time to be. I'm not saying one date only and then I'll be out, but boy, I ain't got time to be going on 3-4 dates and that. Fuck that bullshit. Do I look like I've got time to be spending money or spending time, which is the most important thing? Spending time. I won't be spending no money like that. Not one of these man who is gonna be taking a girl to Lockham, taking a girl to Tarshish on the first date, and a man ain't got none. No, taking a girl to be fair, Tarshi's not even expensive in it. It's just flashy, but like taking her to the expensive places like Gauchos and that. You must be mad. I know a man, not me. Yeah, definitely not me, because I've never spent like £100 on a meal yet. But a man I know met one nice girl once before, apparently. And she said, oh, where are you taking me? And he tried to come on some G shit, like, oh, you pick the place. You know what this girl did?
Never. If a girl asks as a man, yeah, if a girl asks as you, where are you taking me out on a date? Never give her the option to select the place because she's gonna take the piss. Do you know where she went? Do you know where she ended up going with this guy? Where she picked? She didn't go Nando's or Wagamama's or Tinseltown, not even Tarshish or Lockham. Do you know where she went? She went to the fucking Shard. The Shard. So you know, when you go to them places there, like, I think the meal costs £150. He said when he went there, he was like, fuck. But the girl was nice. I don't give a fuck how nice this girl was. I would have removed the offer and be like, no, he's taking the piss. Taking the piss. And he didn't even get nothing that night. So what the fuck was the point? All right, he did the next time or whatever. But still, what if he didn't hear back from that girl again? What if her ex come back or whatever? What if, you know, she met another guy or whatever that she was into more than him? He would have spent £150 and not got nothing from the girl. She would have got a nice free meal, snap 1-2 pictures and that. Then take about 10 pictures and spread them out over the next 10 months of the year on her Instagram and act like she's at different restaurants and that. This is what these people are on, you know. Not me, fam. So I'm like the only YouTuber that's actually fucking prepared food. Nah, probably. I know there's other people who've done that, like all fucking about with food and that whilst they're on the live stream. But this is the JY's TV show, man. So I'm ratchet shit up in here. But yeah, so there's no way, but I'm not getting involved in no relationship where there's no sex. Because all the girl's gonna get is all the benefits. Free attention, yeah, free validation and that. You're gonna be taught. So if you get involved with a girl that don't believe in premarital, who don't believe in premarital sex, right? Well, how long is this thing gonna go on for? What, 2 years? You're gonna be taking out on dates for 2 years. All you do is get a kiss. That's it. Or whatever, anyway. I ain't gonna sit on this live stream. But yeah, nah, fam. Nah. We need to go the full way, fam. Man want the main course, not just the starter, you get me? There's no way. I don't care how nice the girl is, yeah. If she ain't willing to put out, I'm not interested. You have nothing to offer me. You have literally nothing to offer me. It's funny that you say this, you know, Tony. So basically, I made a video talking about, like, you know, everyone loves to talk about stop snitching and that. And like, there's a lot of men that talk about stop snitching and that. But these are the same men that when they get caught up in certain cases, they're going to be snitching and that. And one thing I said in that video, because I ain't released the video yet, is a lot of gal that piss me off. Because there's a lot of chicks out here who talk about, don't snitch and that. But bro, when these girls get caught holding a gun, holding drugs, you know, they might be, you know what I'm saying, like be a fucking drug mule and that. Bro, they're the first ones to sing. They're the first ones to sing. All these people, all these man, all these gal out here who think they're road, think they know they do road and that. When they get caught, when they get slapped with charges, not no look 1 month in jail or 8 weeks probation. No, you are looking at 5 years. They're going to be singing. They're going to be snitching on people. They're going to be singing. They're going to be snitching on people. Everyone's not a rat. Everyone's not a grass. Everyone's not a snitch until they get caught. Until they're in a situation where 5 men have been rounded up and they're saying, boy, them 4 are looking at 10 years apiece. But if you just talk, if you just give us some information, you can get 4 years. What do you think they're going to do? Them men are looking at 10 years IPP. IPP where you have to do the full sentence and then you go for parole and that. The man are snitching. Them gal are snitching. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's just bullshit, man. Talking about stop snitching and that, man. Everyone will snitch. Yeah, it's easy to not snitch when the worst sentence you're gonna get is a year. Is a couple of months in prison for a little fight on the street, or a man thieving or something from the shops. Yeah, it's easy to not snitch in those cases, in those scenarios. But when you could possibly be facing 4 years, 4 years is a long fucking time, you know. When you can be facing with 4 years, then we'll see who's not the snitch. Yeah? And certain people don't snitch because they're the only one on the case. But when there's a few people on the case and that, yeah, check the paperwork. You know, I know they're trying to type of trick questions the policeman will come with as well, you know. Bear them man there as well, like bear man that we know all in the social media. I'm not talking about no American people. I'm talking about man in the UK and that, like old school man or whatever. In it, yeah, a lot of them man they snitch. A lot of them man they snitch. Obviously, I ain't gonna say no one's name, but a lot of them man they snitch. If you're watching this right now and you're from the ends, whether you use like that or no, it don't matter. If you know about certain man who are up there, top of tops, man. And you've heard that them man they were on some serious cases like the murder charges, M cases and that. And somehow, you know, they didn't get much of a sentence, or somehow they got over snitching. Yeah. Certain man will chat the shit and say, oh, them man they were banging voodoo and obia and that. But that stuff don't fucking work anyway. Yeah? But that's a lie, yeah, about man were doing voodoo to bust case. Like, they were snitching to bust case. That's how they got away with certain things. Yes, man like Quincy, what go on, fam? Man like Justin as well. What you saying, fam? The man said, the man said he would send the girl up into the lift and say, yeah, I'll soon come and bust out. Straight. See, like me, like, yeah, a girl like that, I could never be in a, like, I even made a video about this. I ain't released it yet. Man, I made a video about every fucking thing. And one day I'll make a video about my fucking foot. Yeah? I made a video talking about there's certain girls in this world, I would never date them. Because there's certain girls, yeah, on the first date, if you ever even whispered or hinted about trying to take them to Tinseltown for a milkshake or take them to a bar for a drink, but they will turf your ass. Well, then I'm getting turfed then, innit? Because me, the date is supposed to be about me getting to know the girl, not about what location we're going to and what pictures we're going to be taking and that, like some fucking paparazzi. No. There's certain girl out here I will just not date. I wouldn't even be able to qualify for them because I'm not willing to part with my cash and sit in this restaurant and that. No way. No way. Like, yeah, there's girls I know. Like, I've even had it before. It could be one or two things though. Maybe this girl, because a lot of girls, when they go on dating apps, let me just break down one thing. A lot of the time, if any of you man use dating apps, or even just talking to girls out on the road or whatever, the reason why certain of these girls don't make dates and stuff like that is because they've just given you their number, or they just hit you up, or because certain girls will hit you up on a dating app, but then act dumb when you want to take them out or whatever, innit? Because they want to break from their boyfriend and they're just using like you for like your free attention to take your mind off them. So they have no intentions with meeting up with you. And if they do, they might even have no intention with sleeping with you because they're thinking about that guy. I had it before. I had a girl, got a number offline. I said to the girl, yeah, meet up around the corner, yeah, at one bar. The girl tried to tell me, like, I gave her the location. She's like, I don't like the location. Well, what? I sent her a voice and I said, listen, yeah, I'm paying for the drinks and that. So it's up to you. You either you come or you don't. And she was like, oh, all right, well, I need to check for a childminder, innit? Put it this way, I didn't see that girl. And then what happened? A couple of months later, because me, I don't delete girls' numbers because I just don't care, innit? Like, unless the girl's being a pest to me or I know she's going to be bugging me, then I'll delete a number, innit? But I don't care about, like, I don't get, well, fuck you then. You didn't want to go out on a date, so I'm going to delete your number. No, I just don't care, innit? Like, I've got girls' numbers in my phone from like 2 years ago. I just don't care. They don't mean anything to me, innit? So, boom. So, I see a profile picture the other a couple of months afterwards, and I see her with some, assume is her boyfriend, some black cute. So I'm just thinking to myself, okay, well then that makes sense. Why, innit? Because, you know, you was on a break from your boyfriend, so you was just texting and talking to man for the sake of it. I've had girls, I've drawn them in their car, so I've gone up to their car, drawn them, got their number. They've told me, I think you're cute. So I've qualified for being good looking enough or whatever, innit? Yeah, cool. Sorry, I didn't get the girl's number. I gave the girl my number and she said, you look cute. Cool. I didn't say, yeah, thank you. I just said, yeah. You're just verifying whatever I know already. Yeah. Boom. Didn't hear nothing from this girl, whatever, innit? Because she said she just, fuck, you know. I can hear some cats fighting outside, you know. Anyway, gave the girl my number or whatever. She said she just got out of a relationship with her boyfriend. So I was like, all right, cool, man. Just take your time in it. Don't worry. Anyway, boom. 2 weeks later, I'm in one shop. I think I was in like Iceland or somewhere, wherever. I get a phone call from a number that I don't have saved in my phone. So I see a random number pop up on my phone. 077-382. Yeah? Answer the phone. Obviously, I hear a gal on the phone. Hey, you all right? I was like, sorry, who's this? The girl just locked off the phone. And I thought, I just know why, innit? Because she weren't interested in going out no dates. She weren't interested in doing nothing. She just wanted to talk. And she wanted to use me as someone to just chat to. And she must have thought, furthermore to that, she must have thought that I was the type of guy to just have one girl that I'm talking to or whatever, innit? Like she was the only girl that I drew or spoke to or had an interaction with in the last 2 weeks. This face, come on, man. This confidence, come on, man. Think I'm the type of man, like, come on, man. Like I'm supposed to know who she was. Like her number was supposed to be saved in my phone. So, yeah, man, it's just stupidness. Just stupidness, man. Oh, shit. I ain't setting my fucking alarm for the food, man. Yeah, you're not gonna see me get up and every 10 minutes, but I'll be coming off this live stream in about 10 minutes anyway. Cause I need to check on this food so it don't burn and that. Yeah. Blue side M16. That's that Moss side place, isn't it? Yeah, I've heard of M16. That's a postcode. That's Moss side. Apparently that area is bad, you know. I see one old school video, some Moss side video. This is when you know the area is fucking bad, when it just ran down and broke, like proper ghetto. When in the video, you got little kids, like little ghetto, I'm like little girls, you know, who look like lesbians and that, yeah, like rapping and shit like that. I mean, that's how you know your area is fucked, because it's not just like certain areas, yeah, it's not such a bad area, but you got man them who are on gangbanging. But you know, an area is bad when you got man them who are gang banging, and just the average person in the area is just some broke ghetto person. Like, I don't want to fling no areas because there might be some people in this city, they might take offense to it, but there's certain areas around London, yeah, like they got that. Like everyone is just on, like everyone is just ghetto and ratchet and that. Yeah, when Edmonton, it's not really like that. That in Edmonton, you got man who do their thing or whatever, but you got people who are just normal. They're not like, yeah, they come from poor background or whatever, but they're not broken like that. They're not like ratchet like that. They're not ratchet like that. And that's the thing as well. You see, if you're from Edmonton or even like Tottenham, yeah, if you're from Edmonton or Tottenham or Wood Green or anywhere in North London, really, yeah, anywhere in North London, really, unless you are on a prolific, bad, ran down council estate, if you get involved in a gang, that's your choice. I got involved in gangs because it was my choice. I volunteered myself. A lot of men out on the street, they are like, oh, I just got sucked into it. No. You was hanging around with the wrong people. That's why you got caught up in the gang life. Me, I volunteered. Trying to mix myself up with other people's beef and that, and end up getting roped into it, end up getting rushed, and thinking to myself, well, fuck it, I've been rushed now, I'm involved now, I might as well, because if they see me, they're going to try to move to me, so I might as well move to them first. Only certain places, like, maybe if you grew up on Broadwater Farm Estate, maybe that's an excuse. But nowadays, I don't think it's like that anyway. Maybe certain estates in Brixton, Peckham, and Haygate and like Woolworth and that, and just some mad areas around London and that Stonebridge. Yeah, maybe certain estates that, yeah, gang life is like, you can't really escape it. But if you live on a residential road and you don't live on an estate and you're not constantly bumping into man, but there's no excuse to be in a gang. That's your choice. That's something that you got involved in. I know man who was not like that at all. Not like that, Good youths. You know them type of youths? African youths. They'll be going to university to do IT. They play FIFA and Pro Evolution with their friends. Them type of man, yeah. They're not on nothing like that. Now, a man is a top drug dealer and he's a gunman. Like, man not killed no one, but he shot at people. Voluntary. So anyone that's in Edmonton or Tottenham and that, there might be one person where they could, but most people from like places like Edmonton, Tottenham, anywhere in North London, really, if they're in a gang, it's out of choice. Especially if they don't live on a council estate where there's gang activity. If you don't live on a council estate where there's gang activity, man, you don't need to get involved in a gang, man. There are some exceptions though, because I've heard stories about man just being from a certain area and man from the other side are going to a particular school to rob man. And man are nominating man like, well, you're not from my area and the area you're from, I don't like them people, so I'm going to rob you. And I'm going to continue to rob you every time I see you. So certain men have to fight back, and certain men might form a few cliques with their friends in their school because they don't want to they ain't taking no bullshit as well. So that's how they kind of get involved together. So certain times, yeah, it could be because of that. But more time, it's not like that. Would I restart the vending machine business? Probably not, but I did like it though. I loved it. Like, you could just tell by the smile in it. Like, I loved doing it, man. Like, it brought me back to when I was in school as a youth. Yeah, buying and selling crisp and drinks and that. It was nice, man. What weren't nice though was when I got the vending machine stuck down the fucking flight of stairs. That was mad. That was mad, boy. That was what, like a fucking, yeah. That was a fucking scary day, boy. The car, I was blocking the fire exit. That's a hazard to health. If a fire broke out downstairs, and because there was 2 fire exits, if the fire exit at the north building, like, at the other end was blocked because that's where the fire is, and the fire was traveling down the hallway, and the main fire exit is blocked because of the fucking vending machine, people are gonna die. People are gonna die. So yeah, that was a fucking scary day, boy. I tell you that. Never want to relive that again. Cause for me, the reason why I hated that situation so much is because it was physically out of my control. Like there was nothing I could do physically on my own to get that vending machine. I had to call and rely on someone else. And I don't like that. I like to be a man who's self-sufficient. I don't like to, it's bad. Don't any of you lot do this shit or nothing like that. But me, I'm the type of man, I'll never ask anyone for help, you know. That's just what I'm like. Like, I'll never ask anyone for help. Like, something dumb, like, I don't know. Imagine I drop my key outside the front or something and it's dark and I can't see, but I'll wait until it gets light. I'll wait 12 hours. I won't knock on anyone's door. Please, can you help me? Can I use your torch? Nah. Maybe, but me, I just got too much pride in it. And certain times, that'll be a downfall, you know. That'll be a downfall. Like I went to a man's funeral not too long ago, and apparently he committed suicide because he was feeling down or whatever. And before I went up and gave a few words at the funeral, my taekwondo instructor gave a few words as well. And he said that basically it was Suicide Awareness Week. And he basically just said to everyone, if you lot are ever feeling a certain way, talk to someone. Don't bottle it up, ask for help or whatever. Because if you don't, you might end up like my man. Now, obviously, I would never take my life. Like, no. Whatever problems I have, I'm fucking dealing with it. I'm not fucking taking my life. But some people, they don't they don't ask for help, man, when they should. How the fuck did I start talking about a vending machine business and then talking about committing suicide? See what I mean? You don't have to fucking stop me, man. I'm just fucking loose out here. Innit? But yeah, I'll be going in like 5 minutes. Ask your last questions. I'll be going in 5 minutes. I need to sort out this food. Blue side at M16, you know. Oh, Man City, that's why. Okay, cool. Oh, just before I go, actually. So basically, as you don't know already, I go through the live streams and I cut them up and make miniature videos and that. So basically, Justin must have said in one of the videos, he left a comment because I was talking about gentrification in the poor areas. Yeah. Go on up. Ask me in it. I'll just say I'll answer that or I won't answer that in it. But yeah, go on. I'll ask what you want in it. But yeah, let me just say this one thing anyway. So Justin must have said something because I was talking about gentrification and people not buying their properties, like working class people not buying their properties and that. And he must have said something along the lines of, because I was talking about people in Hackney not buying their property. And just trying to fucking remember now, man. Basically, the working class people will moan that the trendy people, the middle class people will come into their area and buy up properties and basically force them out.
And basically, that's what's kind of happened in Hackney. That's what's happening in Tottenham. Yeah? That's what's happening in a lot of areas around London as well, like Notting Hill and Vauxhall and just bare different places, Islington and them places and that. The thing is, right, there's people, working class people in these broke areas that could have afforded to buy those properties back in the day, like in Hackney. Back in the day, in the 70s and that, there were black people who, they didn't have no amazing jobs, but then again, the houses were not expensive. They could have afforded to buy a property in Hackney, but they decided not to. They said to themselves, this area is shit. Why do I want to buy a property in a shit area? Well, why are you renting in a shit area? You should get yourself out of that shit area. If the area is that bad, why are you paying rent in a dangerous shit area? And then I watch videos where men are talking about, I don't want to buy a property because that's buying into the white man's ideology. What kind of stupidness is that? This is what I'm talking about. It don't matter about no one's color of skin, yeah? But there's certain men out here, right? Let me tell you one thing. Everyone that cannot and don't see themselves buying a property, they will tell you about all the negatives of buying a property. You know how many men I know who cannot afford to buy a property right now because they don't have the funds, they don't have a full-time job, nothing. A property, buying one seems like a million light years away. Yeah, these are the first man that will demonize buying a property. You talk about property with these man, they will tell you about all the fucking negatives. Do you know why? Because they don't see themselves buying a property. So of course they're going to demonize it to make themselves feel better. What kind of stupidness is that? Man talking about buying into the white man's ideology. Wow, buying into your fucking children's future. You buy a property, certain parents, they can't afford to put that much money in their kids' account for it to be worth anything in the future. So you know what? If you can't do that, buy a property, invest in your property, pay off your property. Yeah, right. Your children ain't going to be able to reap the fruits of the benefit until you're dead or whatever, or for the next 30 years, but at least you've left something behind for your fucking future descendants. These men don't think like that. Just like when I had them people trying to come for me on that Instagram post and I was talking about buy a property and that. These people that are coming for me, these people, they don't own properties themselves. They couldn't fathom buying a property. They wouldn't even know like the steps to buying a property and that. I had man on that Instagram thread that when they were bashing me, they talk about, because I said I had 2 properties. Now they must think, having 2 properties means you're a fucking millionaire. Yeah, I said I got one in the UK and one abroad. They must think, the property I got in the UK is in Chelsea. No, it's in Northampton. They don't cost jack shit. The one I got in Egypt cost about 8,600. I think I bought it for in cash. Yeah? The man said because someone asked me, do you have any properties? So of course I'm gonna say yeah. The man said, I would love to put you on a lie detector. Like what? Like to say this is fucking impossible to do buy a property. Come on, man. You know, for me, so I'm gonna go back to this vending machine thing, innit? Yeah. For me, it's like I'm the type of man. I'll try something. If it fails, I'll just move on to the next thing. Like for me, I don't mind like being unsuccessful, whatever. Yeah. Now, certain people they'll fail at something and they'll go back. That's cool. For me, if I fail at something, if it fizzles out, I'll just say, okay, cool. On the path to success, I will never give up or whatever in it. But I'll try this. If that don't work, then boom, I'll try that. I'll try this, I'll try that. Right now, I've got my own personal car, then I've got 2 cars that I'm selling. Yeah? If it don't go well, fuck it. I'll try something else. But I need to keep trying new things. Because one day I'm not gonna call it get lucky, but one day I'm gonna be fortunate enough to stumble upon something that's gonna work. So with the vending machine thing, the reason why I won't go back to it, unless I get an attractive offer or whatever, but then again, how am I going to maintain the vending machines if I live up in Northampton as well? Don't get it twisted. When I first bought this property up in Northampton, I went to the campus and tried to, inquire about having a vending machine installed. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, well, back then I was living in London. How am I going to maintain a vending machine up in Northampton? I'm not traveling 70 miles even once a week to fill up no fucking vending machine. Well, maybe that's all right, but
if it has any problems and it breaks down, I'm gonna be the one to fucking have to repair the thing. Shit. What? Battery's about to die. Yeah, I'm gonna be the one that has to go and repair the thing. So yeah, that's why I kind of left it. For me, everything's just a new experience in that. So I don't mind. I think that's the reason why I'm able to always continue, because I don't mind taking losses. I don't mind failing, because I just know it's a part of the path to success. Whereas some people, this is why these people are so hell-bent on writing these amazing business plans, because they need to identify all the things that could go wrong. So once they've got a business plan that's solid and nothing could go wrong, they're hoping, nothing goes wrong. And when something does go wrong, they give up. Because they don't understand that, blood, in life, at the end of the day, right, you're going to fail at some things. It's the inevitable. Me, I don't mind failures. That's why I don't even bother with business plans or anything like that. Yeah, I'll do the basic checks and that, and do my due diligence checks and that, make sure I'm not investing into something stupid. But as far as writing a business plan, me, I don't want to just say I'll wing it, but basically, yeah, because I know there's going to be unforeseen things that you ain't going to be able to have any control of. So I'll just go for it. Obviously, I'll do some research. Don't get it twisted. I won't just go into something blind. I'll do a little bit of background research. Like me, I didn't write no fucking business plan for buying and selling cars, but I did do some research. I went to the auction place about 2 or 3 times in Enfield near my mum's yard, and I was studying like, okay, how much the cars were sold for on auction and how much the cars could be sold for in real life. And then even before I bought cars online, because at the moment you can only buy cars online because this pussy or fucking lockdown, I was checking how much the cars were listed for, like how much the cars are worth, like the retail value, and how much the cars actually sold for. So basically I was just checking against how much the cars were sold for, i.e. $2,000, and how much they could be sold for, i.e. 2,700. And I was doing that, and I'll see if it's worth it. So yeah, I will do a little bit of due diligence and that, a little bit of checks. I'm just going to go in something completely blind, but for me, I just say give it a shot, man. Because at the end of the day, right, the reason why I'm not too bothered about doing all these crazy business plans and that, because most businesses, they're likely to fail anyway. So to me, I don't mind. I don't mind failing, because I know I'm going to get there one day. So I don't care if I fail. And I expect to take losses. I expect to lose money. That don't mean I'm going to take 10 grand and just say, yeah. No. But I expect to take losses. I expect to fail. Like, if the car thing don't work out, I'm not going to be like, fuck, that was the only business plan I had. Like, now I'm going to be a worker for the rest of my life. No. Right. I failed at that. Something else is going to pop into my mind in the next couple of months. It's fine. It's cool. Look at the YouTube thing. I'm failing at the YouTube thing. Blah. I've been on here for 1 hour and 36 minutes, and I got fucking 5 people watching it. It's all right. I don't mind that I'm failing at YouTube or I'm not getting that far, because I know one day something's going to pop somewhere else. But I've got a passion for this. I like doing this. So I'm just going to do it. And that's why a lot of people claim shadow ban. Oh, we're getting onto the shadow ban now. A lot of people claim shadow ban because they think that they are supposed to be a success on YouTube, and they don't realize that you're not going to be successful at everything that you try. Yes, let me get this thing clear right now. If there are people, especially if they look like you, i.e. skin color, because people think if you're a certain skin color, you can't be successful or whatever. If there are people that look like you, whether it's in the same field or not, just say that you can be successful as well. Furthermore, if there's no one that looks like you, be the fucking first. But there's certain people, say for example, a man starts a red pill channel. Yeah? He will see other red pill dating coaches or whatever in it and think, well, I'm saying the exact same thing as him. I'm black just like him. So why am I not successful? Oh, I'm not successful because YouTube is shadow banning me. Why is YouTube shadow banning you, but not that person, if you're saying the same thing? These people don't realize
There's a thing called charisma. Yeah. Some people may just not like your charisma. Some people, their YouTube channels might not catch fire like that. They don't understand that in life, you are not going to be successful at everything. Similarly, I'm an electrician. I've studied at high level, university level, uni. Yeah. I'm an electrical tester. I've got more qualifications than most electricians walking the street. I can go and get a job easily, whatever, innit? Cool. But for me, in terms of private work, in terms of running my own business, it don't pop for me. Similar, likewise, there's man out there, less qualifications than me, less experience, well, I'm not saying less experience, but less qualifications than me. They're not technically as knowledgeable in the electrical field as me, but their private work bangs. Yeah? They can't put down the phone without the phone ringing because they got so much clients and that. Likewise, there's man out here, same qualifications as me, at least like, level 3 electrical, but for the life of them, they can't seem to get a fucking job on a construction site, or they weren't able to get an apprenticeship. So they could, fuck the construction site. They weren't able to get an apprenticeship so they could gain the practical experience. So now, you know what the man are doing? The true story. A man are driving a lorry. Yeah. And so what are they going to say? You what? Electrical shadow ban? Well, there's certain things in this world that might not just be for you. YouTube might not be for me. Maybe going out on stage, being a public speaker, maybe that's for me. So that's why in January, I'm going to my school, so long as they actually get me in this time, because I was supposed to go there in October. Maybe public speaking and preaching to the crowd in real life, maybe that's for me. Maybe YouTube is not for me. But certain man, they just put all their eggs in one basket and feel like, oh, just because I made 700 videos, I should be the #1 YouTuber. No, it don't go that way. Yeah, it don't go that way. Yeah. If it was that easy, everyone would jump on YouTube and just make money. Yeah, and a lot of people do jump on YouTube and catch money and make money in it. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, I'ma still try it. If I fail, fine. It don't matter. It's not the end of the world. I don't just have one skill. I'm not a one-trick pony. You know what I mean? I've got other stuff up my sleeve. And this is the difference between the fighters and the losers. This is the difference between the people who keep going and the people who give up. The people who keep going, like, yeah, I failed at that, but you know what, I might be successful at that. And even if those things I'm failing at, I'm not going to stop until I'm dead. The man with the loser mentality is the man that, boy, I tried 1 or 2 things. And you know what? Fuck it. I ain't trying nothing again. I'm just going to get a job and sit my ass down and be an employee, be a fucking number. No. Now let me go and check out this chicken. And that's fucking why black people fail, because they expect to just be successful at this one thing, and then when it goes wrong, then they blame it on the color of their skin, and they're fucking wrong. Just like them people there who they have the credentials for the job. They've been at the workplace for 5-6 years. They go for the manager's position and they don't get it. And they think it's because of the color of their skin. No, maybe you are not just built to be a fucking manager. Yeah? Like I said before, being a manager has got a lot more to do with how long you've been working at a workplace. How long you've been fucking, or what credentials you got. Are you a leader of men and women? Are you a ruler with an iron fist? And I don't mean you go and fire people for the sake of firing people. But are you the type of person who, you know what, even if it's your friend, if this person's not doing their job properly, you're going to get rid of them? Are you the type of person who gets to work on time, early? Are you the type of person who works overtime? If you're looking to be able to become a manager and you've worked at a workplace for 5 or 6 years and you ain't worked a day's overtime,
when they've been offering it, when they was desperate. Why do you think you're entitled to get a job as a fucking manager? Management, when they're looking for people to hire as their new supervisors and managers and that, they want to know, say, the people need to work overtime for free. If you're a manager, you should be willing to work overtime for free, an hour or two here and there, just every now and then, once a month, once every 3 months, or as and when, to get the job done. You need to have a passion about it. But some people, they just think, oh, because I've worked here a certain amount of time, I've got credentials, yeah, then I am automatically entitled to be a manager. No. It's all about leadership, man, about the energy that you carry. Man, if you're a weak individual, if you're not a strong character, you cannot be a leader. It don't make no sense. Leaders are not people who are trampled over easily. How can someone who is trampled over easily, how can someone who is not a leader be running the show, be head of state? That don't even make no fucking sense. In the army, who's the most ruthless and the most aggressive and most assertive person? It's the fucking general or whoever's, leading the people then. It's not going to be the weakest out of the team. That even make no fucking sense. But then you got idiots who, because they're black, they will blame it on the color of their skin why they didn't get the job. And because that person got it is because they're white. No. And you know what? Maybe you do have all the leadership skills and credentials and that. Maybe that job is just not for you. Maybe you should be your own boss. See, everyone want to be a manager of someone else's company. Why be a manager of your own fucking country? Maybe why want to be a manager of someone else's company? Why would you not want to be a manager of your own business? Because it's easier to still have someone above you rather than be the man at the top. I mean, if you're a real leader, you want to be the man at the top. You don't want to be a half leader. Well, I'm the leader, but I still got a leader. No, that don't make no sense, man. So, yeah, I know I said 5 minutes about 20 minutes ago, but yeah, the chicken's almost done. So. I'll show you the chicken in 10 minutes as well. Looks nice and get you jealous. See, yeah. Man, inflated ego. Wagwan, fam. It's been a while. It's been a while still. I always remember my subscribers and that. I was promoted to management role in my previous job. Worked there for less than a year. I was the only black person and got promoted over my white colleagues. I always went above and beyond. This is the mentality you have to have. Yeah. If the man, obviously, I don't know. I don't know how you went with your promotion and that, because some job promotions you need to sit and interview or whatever. Innit? But if you go with that stink attitude or that negative mindset, you joker. Yeah. Shout out to the person who talked to. I thought you was driving your car, but yeah, text and comment on video. What do you call it? Yeah, if you go into a job interview, like an internal job interview, I've gone for internal job interview. So I'm trying to get promoted to like a team leader or whatever at one of my old workplaces. And yeah, the job was only open for the people within the company or whatever. Yeah. There's certain man, they're black. Fucking alarm. There's certain people, they're black, they'll go for that internal job interview and they'll still go in there with that predisposed mindset like, oh, I'm a black man, so it's highly unlikely I get this job interview. Well, of course you ain't gonna get the job interview because you're not going in there with confidence.
You go in there with a negative attitude, unconfident, thinking that, oh, I'm the only black man, so there's a high possibility that I won't get the job. I've even had parents, not my mum, but I've had a parent say this to me before, said to me, when my son goes to go for his fucking driving test, I will tell him to wear a shirt and trousers because I don't want the driving instructor thinking that he's some black hood rat. I said, oh my days, but like, the driving instructor don't give a fuck what color you are. Like, if you feel like that, you're sick. You're sick. You think I would ever tell, like, my little brother's, he's driving anyway, but like, say that, my example, like my little sister, innit? Yeah? Or if I had a little brother, like little brother, innit? If he was going for his job and if you're a little cousin or any black male, you're going for your driving test, wear a trousers and a shirt because you're black, so you don't want to portray the wrong image. These people don't give a fuck. I was wearing a fucking t-shirt, pair of Levi's jeans, boot cut, and a pair of Air Force Ones on my driving test. I fucking passed. Yeah? I didn't go there in a fucking Hugo Boss suit, wearing Savage with a fresh haircut. No. My hair was looking rough, just like this. I was wearing a black t-shirt, blue jeans, black Air Force Ones, because they were my driving trainers. And I passed first time. Similarly, when I went for my motorbike test, I weren't wearing all Alpine Stars or City boots, and no, I weren't wearing fucking Dainese to impress the fucking motorbike the examiner. That, oh, well, you know, I wear this particular gear, so that means, you know, I'm the type of person who's a safe rider. No, the man's judging you on your fucking riding, not how you look as a person or what attire you're wearing. They're judging you on your riding or driving skills. This is what I mean about these people, man. I'm telling you, some black people are fucking sick, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. You got black parents out there telling their kids when you get stopped by the police, put your hands up, drop to your knees, and tell them that you're an unarmed black person and you mean them no harm. What? Trust me, fam. Parents setting them up to fail. And they're all, 90% of these black parents are like that. They tell their children from a young age, because you're black, you're going to have it twice as hard. So then, when they fail at some things in life, which is the inevitable, if you're a white person, Chinese, Indian, purple, blue, or black, you are going to fail at some stuff in life. It's the inevitable, and it's okay. But what ends up happening is when the black people fail, they automatically blame it on the color of their skin. And they'll probably go home and get that reinforcement from their parents, you know. Oh, I didn't get this, or this happened because you're black. People still thinking that because they put a black person's name on a fucking maths exam, that the person, the invigilator, not the invigilator, but the person who's marking the exam is going to mark them down because they got a black name. What? You think I ever had fears? Because I've got a black name. Like, my name is not a fucking English name. My name's not John. Yeah. My name, if you hear my name, you be like, yeah, that's a black name. Yeah. Or he's definitely foreign. Yeah. Anytime I tell people my name over the phone, they know, well, he ain't a white boy. Yeah. He might be Indian. Some people think I'm Somali, because my name, Somali people have my name as well. Some people think I'm Jamaican by my name. They know I ain't a white person. I don't ever think to myself, oh, if I put my name on a fucking on a job application or whatever in it, test exam or whatever, oh, I'm gonna get marked down because of my name, so they know I'm a black person. Bullshit. Don't get it twisted. There probably have been employers in the past who haven't given a black person a job because they were black. But that is not the case. Hardly any of the time. Yeah, like 99.9% of the time, no one gives a fuck about whether the person's black. Do they have the skills for the job? Will they be an asset for the workplace? That's what the employers care about. They don't give a fuck about anyone's color of their skin. Again, There are some racist white people out there who will not employ a black person because of the color of their skin. But 99.9% of white people don't give a fuck. People need to stop thinking white people are as racist as they are, because they're not. They're not. And a lot of the ones that are racist, it's just ignorance, just pure ignorance. You got white people from up the north of England, never met hardly any Romanian and Bulgarian people, but they talk about the Brexit because they want to shut the borders and stop people coming into their country who are not coming into their town as well, you know. Like, you know, most of the people that voted for Brexit and that were people from Quay up south, London, near Manchester and all these fucking places and that. They don't know no Romanian people. They don't know any asylum seekers. They ain't got no, they got maybe one or two that they don't see in their area. Yeah. The asylum seekers and the foreign people are insignificant in their area. They go under the radar. But yet still they don't want these people in their country. Well, they ain't got nothing to do with you. Why the fuck do I care what's going on in fucking Manchester, in fucking Nottingham? I'm not from that area. I don't go to that area. I don't move in that area. So what the fuck? Like, I only care what's happening in my perimeters. Yeah, what's happening in London, like Edmonton specifically. Yeah, that's what I care about, and I only care about that because I've got family there. And yeah, why do you care what's going on in a different country? These people are acting like these Bulgarian people, these Eastern European people, asylum seekers are coming over to the country. Don't get it twisted. Some people do get involved in criminal activity, but you know what? The indigenous people get involved in criminal activity. So why don't we sort out our people first, yeah? Sort out the indigenous people first rather than looking at other people. And you know what? You need to blame our government for allowing these people to come over here and take the piss as well. Yeah? Because people only do what you allow them to get away with, you know. Yeah? The government allows them to get away with claiming benefits and having 8 children and that. So you need to blame the government. Yeah? You can't solely blame the people then. Yeah? You got a lot of black women blaming wockless black men for not looking after their pitney and that. But you're breeding these waste man. These men are waste man. Yeah, their sole purpose is to just lick down gal. They don't care about wearing no protection. They don't care if they have one new up here, down here, Nottingham, Manchester, Southall, Essex, wherever. They don't care. They just hear mindless man that just go around just breeding gal left, right, and center. They don't give a fuck. But you're the one that's left with the problem. Similarly, like that story with that rapper that I was talking about earlier, and the girl got her ute taken away. That's her fault. It's not the guy's fault. That's your decision. You made that decision to go and smuggle drugs into a prison and get catch. What was she getting out of it? What was she getting out of giving this guy drugs? And you know what? Even if she was getting paid handsomely, it don't fucking matter. Whatever money she could be getting paid, being a mother to a child is way more important, way more valuable. I don't know what else to say. No. Well, when I say Manchester, I'm flinging areas out there, innit? Because basically, when I saw the Brexit, like who was for Brexit and who was against Brexit, I just saw up in the north of England, that kind of region. Cause I'm not from random way there. Innit? I'm based in Northampton now. Like I'm in Northampton now, but I'm from Edmonton, North London. Innit? Yeah? I just saw up in the north of England, random ways there. Let's say like they were representing the for Brexit in red and the against Brexit in blue. A lot of red was up in the north. So I don't know areas up in north of England that like Lincolnshire and that. So I'm just flinging it out there. But yeah, I would imagine Manchester. Yeah, obviously Manchester is diverse in it, car. Obviously, I got a lot of black people and that up there in it. So yeah. All right, let me go and check on this food now. Thing's too bright.
See that? Do you see that? I will singe your ass clout eyebrows off your face, you know. Yes. You lot, you're gonna be jealous, you know. Why? Look at this bomber clock. Look at this Ross clock. Hold on. Let me move this thing. Look at this chicken. Boy. Look at that. Yeah, look, she's even smoking, you know. Boy. Yeah. Shout out to Nadia because she taught me how to it's not necessarily the cooking, but it's just the way to season the food. Cause you can cook a chicken, but if you don't season the food properly, you know, it ain't gonna come out that good. Done though, review of the day. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what? Cause me, I used to. No, to be fair though, I was gonna say I used to eat out a lot, but me, I'm the type of person like before I had no qualms with just going buying takeaway for dinner and that. But now that I'm living in my house on my own, there's no way I'm buying takeaway 4 times a week. No. Cooked food all the fucking time. Yeah. Hardly ever buy takeaway. Do you know when I buy takeaway? When I'm down in Edmonton. Yeah, so I spend about 10 days, 14 days up here, and then I go to Edmonton for like 3 or 4 nights. Yeah, and then that's so basically when I'm up here, 10, 14 days, 12 days, whatever in it, yeah. That's like my Monday to Friday. I work on my whatever I'm doing, Monday to Friday. And then the 3 days, 4 days I'm in Edmonton, that's when I'm on holiday. But that's my weekend, basically. That's how I do it. So that's why like every day when I'm in Edmonton, I'll go to my favorite chicken and chip shop in Wood Green. So, but yeah, living on my own, boy, there's no way I'm going to be buying takeaway every night and shit like that. No. Man, for cook, like what? A whole chicken cost me $3.50. Let's say I'm using £1 worth of seasoning, and so obviously the seasoning costs more than that, but obviously you buy it in bulk and then, yeah. So imagine it cost me like £4-5 to cook this whole chicken. I can get like 3 days out of that. And when I say 3 days, I mean 2 meals a day for 3 days. Make chicken wraps, chicken and rice. Yeah. So yeah. You lot that spend a lot of money on takeaway and that, start learning how to cook, man. Plenty of YouTube videos and that. Oh, I'm sure Nadia's got a YouTube channel doing cooking and that as well. Yeah, put your link in the description if you still got that YouTube channel where you're cooking and that. But yeah, it's at the 2-hour mark now. I said I was only gonna live stream for an hour. Obviously, you know me. I don't ever stick to what I say. Oh yeah, you done though. That proper, innit? But honestly, guys, I'm telling you right now, Nadia is the best cook. I'm not even fucking joking. Like this girl, yeah, can fucking cook. Like when Nadia gets a new boyfriend and that, I'm thinking to myself, I ain't gonna be thinking about who's she banging or whatever. I'll be thinking, who's she cooking for? Like literally, yeah, that's all I'll be worried about. Who's she cooking for? Yeah, I ain't worried about nothing else, man. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna enjoy this chicken, fam. All right, stay wise, people. Stay wise.